Hello everyone, we're working on this 91 Nissan 240SX. Used to have a K2040 engine. So right now we got the AC system working. Notice the AC button is on. We had a problem where the thermal control unit here was faulty. It was sending an AC signal. So we ended up just deleting it and we converted it into a nice clean ground signal. Here's a 5-pin universal relay, and you basically take the chassis ground right there to pin 30, I believe, and then the light green with black is the button for the AC. That goes to pin, I believe, 86, and then we take the 12-volt signal, which is the blue with orange. That powers the relay. That's always ignition on, and then that goes to pin 86. And then lastly we have the blue with green stripe wire, and this is so this creates a nice ground signal for the AC relay. And basically this goes to this brown plug right here, and the brown plug has that wire I was telling you about. The blue with green stripe goes here, and it comes down into the ECU, and then I ended up finding the green with yellow stripe wire right here. So this gets spliced into that blue with green stripe wire right here. That's so that the AC gets a nice signal, and then this goes into the engine bay. So let's go under the hood to look at it. Bear with me. Here's the AC condenser working, AC button is on. So here on the gray plug we have, and I don't use these wires, I use the ones back here because this is the KA signal. So there's that green with yellow stripe wire, that's for the AC compressor, which is over there. And then after that we have another one. I believe it's the orange with blue stripe wire. That's the wire for the condenser fan relay. So I basically combined that blue with green stripe wire here. I just combined them, and then that basically whenever you hit the AC button on, both the condenser fan and the compressor work together. Here I basically bypass it, so if I touch these two wires, you can tell the compressor works. So this, I basically made it where if there's refrigerant in the system here, this one closes, and then both condenser and the compressors work together. So lastly, I undid the fuse box assembly. So some people ask me out there, how can we run the condenser fan without the AC compressor turning on? So the only way we can do that is, well, one of the ways that I like to do it is we get another universal relay, and then you take the signal that powers the fan. I believe it's the brown with white stripe that powers the condenser fan. So I added basically a 5-prong relay. All I did is pin 86 and 30 go to the constant power of the battery, and then after that we have what is it, pin 85, that's a ground signal, and I added a fan switch down there. And the fan switch is pretty simple. One pin goes to the chassis ground right there, and the other one goes into this pin 85. And then lastly, pin 87 gets next right here to the 12-volt signal of the condenser fan. So now, whenever the engine gets hot, you have the fan switch as a safety feature to turn the fan on and off by itself all the time. And that's basically how I ran the system. So lastly, I will have to refill the AC system so that we have nice cold refill, and there you go. You have working AC on an SR20. Let's take a look at the compressor side. Taking a better look. Got the 240SX motoring, compression brackets, and there you go. That's how it looks like. Okay, we gotta finish this car, put the intercooler, and we'll get back to part 2 once everything is completed and running good. So stay tuned for the next part. Thank you.